that's not the love we made.
Hi guys, it's ShishKebabber1 coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. So, first of all, I apologize for being away for a few days. This last week's been really tricky, a little bit rough for me. Obviously, the big news is the Bullit Nerf that was announced in sneak peek number 1. Clearly, I'm not a fan of that. In particular, it's because of this channel, guys. I mean, look at the channel, look at what I do. Everything about this has been Bullit. In particular, his energy drink and the combination that I call Bullit's best. So it's really been a little bit tough for me in terms of figuring out where we're going to go in the future with this. What I'm going to showcase to bring you guys that's different and unique. Because I don't want to just do the same thing everyone else is doing, you know? So that's going to be a little bit tricky. We'll do some soul searching there. I mean, I know I do stuff like analytics and maybe I do some good commentary. At least I kind of think I do when I'm doing play-by-play stuff. So I think that's a virtue that I bring to the YouTube or the BoomTube community that maybe other people don't do as much of. But then there's little flavors of that everywhere you look, too. Zedmutt has a lot of nice analytics on his videos as well from time to time. Those analytic videos, by the way, they do take a while to produce, so it's not like you can have those types of videos coming out every day. That being said, forget it. Let's talk about the nerfs, okay? There's really 3 things that have happened to Bullit altogether. Now, his abilities were nerfed to oblivion. That's going to be his taunt, and the radius from that went from 12 down to 6 tiles. Guys, that's a 75% reduction of effective area. That is a nerf beyond nerf. I don't even know if the word nerf applies, because there's nothing soft and squishy about that. That's as hard as a rock, okay? Taunt is dead. Not only that, but it looks like the radius bug is still in there, so it's not even going to go the full six tiles. Probably only reaches about 4. So taunt is completely useless, I think. I mean, I just don't know what effect it's really going to have. It's only going to taunt a few units around him, and everything else is going to be attacking everybody else. So energy drink took a really big hit as well. The duration was reduced from 6 seconds down to 4 seconds, as you guys know. So that really stinks, because that means we're going to get less DPS out of him, because it's a 33% reduction in time. Not to mention the fact that his damage also got nerfed. That's another thing we haven't talked about yet. But his movement will be reduced, because sometimes that 6 seconds of running is really important. If I'm flaring all the way across the beach or the HQ or the island, whatever, sometimes I need all those 6 seconds to get Bullit from the left all the way to the right or something like that. So now that's going to really hurt, and troops are going to get killed more in the front. But more importantly, and what really kills the E-Drink, guys, is the health regen. The health regen used to be 50% at max level, and now it's just going to be 35. I know that killed it. I play with this combination enough to know, I play with the energy drink enough to know that losing 15% of the health regen makes this already like, I wouldn't even call it an A-level combo. It was probably a B-level combo. What I mean is, like, there were still stronger troop combinations out there. RZCM, HZ, Warriors, given the right bases. All of these things are actually stronger than the Bullit's best that I was running, okay? The Bullit's best was great, and it was super fun to play, and I'm really going to miss that. I think that, well, a couple things, okay? Oh, the last thing, of course, is then Bullit himself, right? That's what I was going to say. His damage was also reduced by 20%, just right off the board. So he's doing less damage overall. The energy drink will make him do less damage. The energy drink will heal him less, and he won't be able to run as fast. So it was already sort of a struggle, and now it's going to be just pretty much impossible. Bullit's DPS was a very crucial element to Bullit's best, and a lot of it focused around maximizing his DPS, and now that his DPS has been nerfed, it's really going to be hard to augment that. We'll always have to be carrying around a boat of Zukas or something. I mean, I'm going to try it. Don't get me wrong, guys, but I just don't think Bullit's going to be viable at all. And that brings me to another point. Okay, Supercell claims this is balance. People like to call this balance. Okay, this is not balance at all, guys. We need to look at a definition, because I think some of us might have some trouble with vocabulary at times. Let's see, what does the word balance mean, guys? Well, here it is. According to Google, balance, we're going with definition 2 here. The first one is about weight distribution and all that. Second definition, a condition in which different elements are equal or are in the correct proportions. Now, with these nerfs to Bullit, there's nothing equal about that at all, okay? Nothing at all. He's nerfed to oblivion and he's dead. That is not balance, okay? For you guys that want to call it balance, you're just wrong. You're absolutely wrong, okay? And you're misguided, and you're misinforming people. It's not balanced at all. Did he need a nerf? Did he need a reduction? Did he need to be balanced? Absolutely. We all know that. But what they've done is not balancing, it's destroying. And there's something else that's really horrible about that too, I think. It's that people spend all the time to upgrade their tokens, or to upgrade their hero, and maybe spend gems on tokens or whatever. You see, I've got taunt and energy drink maxed, okay? So that was a total of 240 tokens each. It's 120 to take each one to max. So that's 240 hero tokens. And, uh-oh, got a hungry man in the oven. I'll be right back, guys. Whoops. Okay, sorry for that interruption there. Lunch is ready. I'll be eating that shortly while it's cooling off. But yeah, it's just not balanced when you nerf things to oblivion. And right, the tokens that we spend. So there's 240 tokens that have been spent on this. Now, what I find is really unfortunate is the situation that Supercell created for themselves. And this is something they've learned, and they said they've learned in Clash Royale not to do. What they're not supposed to do is release something new to make it really good and overpowered, to entice people to spend money on it, just to have them nerf it later. Like, they've learned this in Clash Royale, where they've released certain cards, like the Night Witch in particular, was super overpowered. Everyone spent a lot of gold or money leveling her up, and then they nerfed her later. So then all the money that was spent leveling this overpowered card up was wasted. And they realized that really leaves a bad taste in players' mouths. Well, Supercell, you did it right here, okay? You released Bullit, you made him overpowered. Was it intentional? I honestly don't know. Was it? It might have been. It might have been. And you did that to get people to come to the game, to spend money on the tokens, and now you nerf them to oblivion. So all that was spent was for nothing, okay? And case in point is, look at the trader this week, guys. I mean, what's she doing? She's selling us more tokens, okay? For what? For resources? No, for diamonds, okay? So, guys, I don't know about that. It looks a little shady, okay? It looks shady, and I don't know what Supercell should have done about it. What they should have done about it was never release Bullit in the overpowered state that he was in the first place. But, you know, the problem's already made, okay? So I get that. But anyway, I think that's a really unfortunate situation, and I think that's why you're seeing so many players leaving with a bad taste in their mouth. It's because of that. It's because of the upgrades and the times they spent and maybe the money they spent, which has now been completely taken away from them. Good job, Supercell. Not really. That's sarcasm. Okay, and yeah, again, you know, hey, I spent the money on the tickets here. I had the diamonds anyway. Honestly, it's about all I spend diamonds on when I've got endless reserves. I will not buy the other deal, though, the 5 tokens, forget it. Okay, what else can we talk about? Oh, there's another word that we need to discuss once I'm talking about definitions. I can't not talk about it. So if you guys saw that video by Leo Coach, I was not a fan of that when he completely mischaracterized my view on Bullit. This video is my view on Bullit and the nerf. Anything that was said before that was conjecture, Leo. You came in late to OpDestroy's live stream, and you saw me say a few things. I don't know, how many words did you actually see me say, Leo? Not many. Not many at all. And what you did was misrepresent everything I was saying, and you mischaracterized me, and you dragged my name through the mud in your video, and I do not appreciate that one bit. In fact, if anything, I would kind of like to have an apology. I'm not going to wait around for it, but it pissed me off, dude, and it wasn't cool, and it wasn't fun, okay? It would have been fun if you wouldn't have just kept talking about it, okay? But you kept saying stuff like I'm the Godfather or some mafia or something like that, and that's just not true. Like, I don't even know what mafia you're talking about, man, but here's a word I want to show for you, Leo. And this word is called slander, okay? Slander is the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to someone's reputation, or a false and malicious spoken statement. You, sir, committed slander against me, and I do not appreciate it. And we're moving on. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. What can I show you guys? So obviously we need to do an homage to Bullit while we still have them. So we'll probably boost up and kill some stuff. I do have some hits that I want to show you guys that I've been doing over these last few days. Let's see. Well, 9 days ago. That's way too long. Where can we start? Okay, we'll start with this one. Here's a Smoky RZCM. So obviously, we need to start working on our other abilities here too, because we know Bullit's going away. So here was a Smoky RZCM. This guy didn't have much ice, okay? There wasn't much here. What was he? He was a 62-34. Now, anyway, you can see what we're doing is we're clearing out the rocket launcher in the front, and then what we're going to do is, actually, okay, the rocket launcher in the front and the rocket launcher on the left. Then we're going to smoke all of our troops back and bring down destruction on the HQ. So, Just waiting for the troop launch. Here we go. Boat of rifles. Everspark followed by everybody else. And do we put some critters out? I don't even recall. I guess we just let them go up there. Now, really, all I'm doing is I'm waiting for the troops to collect right now. And as soon as they're all collected and they're nicely bunched up, then we can send the flare over that way and start smoking them up. Always remember with RZCM, guys, you actually want the people in the front to take a little bit of damage because that keeps the healers following them. If you don't, the healers are really going to lag back. Also notice the final two smokes were done in reverse order, again, for the healers. If the healers are lagging back, you don't want their smoke to appear first, or disappear first, you want it to disappear last. That way all the damaging buildings will be looking at the troops and not your healers, because you don't want to lose your healers in a smoky RZCM run. It's probably the biggest risk of smoking RZCM is losing your healers, and those healers are important, you need them. Anyway, as you can see, we're coming out, we're shocking stuff, we're throwing critters, we're keeping the shock blaster under shock. Here comes another shock that gets the shock launcher at the 6 o'clock of the HQ shock, plus the mortar and the boom cannon that was down there. Now the troops are fanning out. We've got some troops working on the, or about to work on the shield gen, I should say. We've got a nice big fan. A bunch of them are already pounding away at the HQ. We send in some more critters to distract. At this point, we can pretty much free snipe on the base. Those machine guns behind the HQ are destroying our critters, but we just overwhelm that base. And just like that, kaboom, this player goes down to Pound Town with a smoky RZCM. Brought to you by Shish Kebaber. All right, now, what else? What else do we have for you guys? Is this good? Nope, no longer available. This was Hammerman attack stuff, whatever. I might have already showed you that video too. I apologize if I did. Here's another Smoky RZCM. Smoky RZCM in the jungle, guys. So, Smoky RZCM I've been working on a little bit, and as opposed to just a normal RZCM, this is something that's been a little weak in my repertoire, so I've been practicing on it. Again, with these tribal boosts that we have right now, with the extra gold, it's great. It's absolutely great, because I highly, highly encourage you to work on things that you're not as good at, even if it's not as fun, you know? It's not fun because you're not good at it, so get better at it, and it'll be more fun. So I highly encourage you to do these things. And anyway, so that's what we're doing here. So we take out, what did we take out? I'm not even paying attention. Well, it looks like we took out 2 rocket launchers, because I only see 1. Now, anyway, so we're dropping all of our troops off on the left-hand side here. Again, we're letting them get bunched up. Now that they're bunched, we start the smoking, and we start moving them forward. Now, smoking in the jungle is a little trickier, or in the forest or the trees, whatever, just because it's harder to see your troops and the barriers of the smoke and all that stuff. But again, we see the reverse smoke coming out, and that's again to protect the healers if they're straggling behind. Now, we do a little reflare to kind of get everybody more in the position we want. Yeah, a few troops peaked, but it happens. And just like that, you see, the reverse smoke helped because the Zookas and some of the healers weren't up all the way. Now we open up with a critter swarm, and we keep the shock launcher and the rocket launcher under shock. We throw some critters to distract. I think we actually even got the shock blaster. Yeah, it's a triple shock that we're getting there. Good value on that shock. Throw some distraction critters for the single point defenses like the sniper, boom cannon, and the other sniper tower, all at the 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock to the HQ. The troops have absolutely just overwhelmed the HQ. We've got some fanning out, going down back towards the beach, but that's okay. I maybe could have reflared, but I didn't need to because I knew this was over. Oh, this guy, by the way, he wasn't very boosted, guys. He's like a 31-37, 2 masterpieces hiding in the trees, and that's all he had. But that's not the point. Smoky RZCM through the jungle, kaboom, just like that, took him down. Took him down to Pound Town, guys. I think these are just some of the highlights, like some of the featured stuff I've been doing over the last few days. Oh, right, this was a good one. This was a good Bullet's best. This was right after I found out he was nerfed. Now, this was a GBE boost. I was just GBE boosted versus what was it, 7 ice boosted? 7 ice boosted, guys. Bullet's best. Now, this base has one big kind of flaw, and it's that shock blaster. It's too close to the front, so what we're going to try to do is just take it down naturally with the damage from our troops, okay? So we drop Bullet off kind of in the center. All the troops are on the right. You see those critters on the left? I got extreme value out of them. Why? Because they're mainly just getting hit by a single point defense. They're meant to distract the shock blaster and to keep damage off a bullet. Once those critters are dead, though, we do start cycling shocks. Now notice I'm getting value of shocking both the shock blaster and the shock launcher. Again, another value shock. Bullet's health is getting low. We're probably going to take a drink here pretty soon. Here it is. And we're going to need another value shock as well. No doubt about that. And there's another value shock. Everything's looking great. Look at this. Now we're starting to move in, get a little bit more damage focused onto the shock blaster. As soon as that boom cannon goes down. With the boom cannon tribal though, guys, the boom cannons do take longer to kill because they've got more HP right now. Here we go. We're on the shock blaster. We even hit energy drink to make sure we get it out. Now the shock launcher's almost down too. Okay, watch this. Shock launcher goes down. I'm sure that's when the reflare comes, right? Oh no, I'm waiting for the boom cannon because I don't want to pick up troops. Actually, shock launcher's not down. I'm just blind. Now the shock launcher's down. It's down by an artillery. And now we're reflaring back, gonna turn the corner, putting down the heel to help prevent any incoming rocket damage to our Grens. We give Bullit that drink right now so he can run up front, and he needs pretty much almost all the 6 seconds to make it up front, guys. Now, we smoke the Grens right now because we've got attention of rocket launchers on the Grens. The only way to make them retarget is to, well, you can smoke them, you can shock them, but I chose to smoke because it was much cheaper. We've already been using a bunch of shocks. Now we've got rocket launchers looking at Bullit, which is better. GBE is tight, of course, guys. I only boosted my my masterpieces for this, but we do have the GBE tribal, which also helps. Now, if you noticed at the beginning, you might do a boat count. You might notice there's only 7 boats. That's because we have a boat of Zukas coming in here to help finish this off. There was no way we could do it without being fully boosted. We needed more DPS. So the idea is we came in with a what was it, a 5-2 Gren Med. Clear everything out. As soon as that rocket goes down, we're in pretty good shape. Bullit's health's getting kind of low, but it looks like we continue. Now here we go. You see the Zukas are coming in. I do a reflare to get the Zukas going in that direction. It's kind of funny here though. Bullit unfortunately actually turns towards that gold storage and not to the HQ. I was not expecting that, but it's okay. It's okay. That's what we do. The Zukas are coming in close. The real threat now is the rocket launcher, of course. So we flare to the HQ. It's going to bring Bullit back. And now we shock. We shock the rocket, okay? I mean, surprise, surprise. Now Bullit is where we need him to be. The rocket will see Bullit, or maybe the healer, once it comes out of shock. And the Zukas are just going to town. All 13 Zukas totally free sniping the HQ with this 7 boosted ice player. And from here on out, guys, I think you know what's coming. You absolutely know what's coming. A trip to Pound Town. A free trip to Pound Town, courtesy of Shish Kebabber 1, brought to you by Bullit's Best. So, just like that, guys, here we go, and kaboom, straight down to Pound Town. All right. I'm going to take a quick break, eat my lunch, be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. I just ate my lunch. It was tasty. Now, yeah, we're still sharing attacks for you. Here was a 1-7HZ that I did, a heavy Zuka. What were the boosts here? It looks like we were just Masterpiece boosted as well. Let's take a look at this one. You can see the base had a lot of ice, 5 boosted ice, so it was way up there. 58, 226s, like a 110. 110, 104. Okay, so you see we do the staggered drop of the Zukas, then we get our 1 boat of heavy Zuka. Now, I tried 6-2 heavy Zuka at first, but we needed that extra boat of Zukas to really put in the DPS that was necessary to take that shield, or the HQ. Anyway, we get them all grouped up, and then we flare up to our little snuggle spot, our little, kind of like a rally point. Of course, the ground flare, guys. We always use the ground flares because that way your troops don't fan out as much while they're moving. Here we go, we're slowly getting everybody there. Of course, the heavies are primarily used to clear mines. That's why you take heavies on these things. It's also why I didn't really need 2 boats of them. One was really long. So we center them back up, we flare them up to our kill spot, which is that wood storage system we took out. We do a reverse smoke. The idea here is that we'll be flaring Bullit to the boom cannon at the 2 o'clock of the HQ, and we're hoping that he comes out of the smoke first before the Zukas, but it doesn't always work out like that. But here we go. Shocking both shock launchers. Zukas immediately pick up the boom cannon. Now they're just free sniping whatever they want. The idea here is, of course, to take out the shock blast. As soon as the shock blasters go down, right now, we're reshocking the shocks and then we flare the HQ. Now we cleared out enough stuff, and now we're just going for the burn. Taunt is up again, and it's just kind of a race. Basically, what's going to happen first? We get the HQ down or we're going to die. Now we're getting picked off a little bit with the rockets, you know, trimming off some of the Zukas on the side. We're able to sneak in another taunt, kind of between the shocks and the shock launchers. And just like that, kaboom! This base goes down to Pound Town, heavily iced base, with 170 brought to Shish Kebabber. Okay, of course, these attacks, we're not going to be able to do them anymore either, because that relied on that very big taunt range. It's too bad they didn't just increase the GBE cost of taunt or something. I mean, obviously, taunt provided way too much value, especially at the GBE cost that it was at, but I guess they decided to reduce the range and the effectiveness of it as opposed to just increasing GBE cost. That would have probably been another good option. Here's another Smoky RZCM attack. What do we got going on here? I think this guy had some more ice, hopefully. I don't even see his ice. Everything's confused. There's something boosted over there, 62% health. But anyway, who cares? There's some ice there. We're taking out the shock launcher at 12 o'clock at the HQ, and we're probably going to then smoke over to the right. Oh, I remember this hit. This is actually kind of a cool hit. What we do is we're actually dropping all the troops, and we're going to take out the front rocket launcher first. So we're going to get all the troops taking out the sniper tower, the boom cannon, and then we're going to take out this rocket launcher in front, and then we're going to smoke everything in the back. So these single point defenses are pretty easy to take care of. I didn't really lose a lot of troops doing this. Rocket launcher's down, and we'll try to regroup and flare back to the beach, kind of a little bit of angle there. Trying to get all of our troops regroup, and now we're flaring back over to our kill spot, snuggle spot, whatever, kill zone. Again, we'd like to have some of the troops in the front take a little bit of damage to keep the healing moving. That's actually intentional. If I was smoking stuff like Zukas, I wouldn't want to do this, right? But it's different because you want the healers to keep up. I should have done a reverse smoke there. I didn't. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Okay, we're kind of overlapping smoke. So there's our reverse smoke, remember, because we want the healers to pop out after the troops pop out. We don't want to lose the healers when we smoke our DCM. Here we go, smoke's about to expire. We shot the mortar and the rocket launcher, and then I think I was supposed to hit the shock launcher with my other shot, but missed. Oops. Throw some critters down to distract the shock blaster a little bit. And now we're shocking the shock launcher. Shock blaster's still getting some free run. Put some more critters down there to distract the shock blaster again. Moving in, we have a lot of troops landing down and a whole bunch of critters going. Critters going also down here working on the iron boundary. Okay, keeping the shock blaster shot. Troops are making their way over there. Now, this guy definitely had eyes. We don't care, of course, about the grapplers so much. We just don't care. We'll pull on the other side. If we pull our troops one by one, we'll stop the attack. As you can see, we're moving in. We re-flare because we cleared out enough stuff, and we're just overwhelming the HQ right now. Yes, we still have the shock blaster working on us a little bit, just slowing down the saturation. But the inevitable will occur, and just like that, kaboom! This player went down Pound Town, courtesy of a Smoky RZCM critter swarm. But that was the interesting attack because we actually took out the shock launcher, or the rocket launcher in the front with our troops, and then we smoked to the back. So there's lots of ways you can do it, guys. You don't just have to smoke right from the beginning. There was one now that I did last night that was pretty cool, before I went to bed. It was an unboosted RZCM versus a 7 ice base. 2 of the ice were boosted. I think it was a, what was this one? A 116.89, I think is what this was. 116 on the health and 89. So with this, with Shock Blaster 3 and a Shock Blaster 2, taking out the Shock Blaster 2 behind the HQ. And I think we also take out the rocket that's back there as well. And the idea is we're just going to launch everybody from the front. Yeah, here we go. We're working on down rocket, 2 artilleries, and it looks like we're taking a third. Okay. Now, of course, this wouldn't be possible if we didn't have the tribal 40% rocket bonus, I would say. That's why we're going to do that. Okay, now here we're coming up with the hack. We open up with the hack, and because it's got more HP, we're using it to distract. It might help us distract, but hey, you know what? This is actually wrong. Now, right now, I'm doing something that I'm not comfortable with, but I had to based on TV, and I'm letting those rockets look at our troops, okay? But I've got to take the shock blast. I'm going to do my best to get the troops alive that are taking the rockets. Just hope, pray that the troops will take up the rockets before the rockets take out the rockets. Again, keeping the shock blaster under shot. We are making our way up the field. Rocket on the left is down. Rocket on the right is also down. Now, the shock blaster doesn't have much longer to live, and it's done. Now we're using the shock launcher on the right under shock. We also shot the throwers that are over there. Now, we've just got enough PvP to shot the shock launcher left. However, I think we don't have enough food to really take advantage of the left side. So that shock launcher will remain up. Here comes a hack. I was kind of hoping we would hack the shock launcher, but you know what? We got the flamethrower that's already damaged. It's still a good hack though, because that flamethrower is going to be eating away some of our critters. And that knowledge, we can accumulate some critters. We're going to throw in some more critters to work on the shock and also for accumulation. shock launcher is about to go down. And here we go, shock launcher down. We've got enough Zukas just pouring in on the shield. And you know what's going to happen, guys. Just give it time. And again, Smoky, well, this is not a Smoky Argus. This is just a standard Argus, yeah. But very effective, guys. Very, very effective. I'm not even boosting. Kaboom! Just like that. That player went down. Okay. So, obviously there are things we can do without Bullit, guys. It's going to be okay. It's going to be just fine. You know, the thing with the energy drink that kind of gets me is, like, I feel like, okay, for the taunt nerf, I think we all get it. We all know taunt provided too much value, okay? No doubt about it. Now, there are a couple ways you can go about it. You can either increase GBE cost to make it, you know, the cost reflect the value more, or what you get, or you can reduce the effectiveness of it, which is what they did. I think that taunt radius bug is probably still in there, so you're not even going to get the full 6 tiles, but whatever. We'll see what they do with that. The drink, on the other hand, is a trickier one to kind of, like, get a handle on, like, why they did it. I know there's a lot of people that talk about soloing player bases with Bullit, and, you know, I can't help but think that that's just a bad design for a base, or maybe that person's base, they just have a lot of DP for their level, and they're just outmatched by the higher leveled players that are attacking them. In either case, I don't really see how that's Bullit's fault. But I think it goes a little deeper than this. What it really gets into, perhaps again, is revenue for Supercell. And I mean, they have to make money on the game. I'm not saying how dare you try to make money on the game. It's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm getting at is, okay, when Bullit first came out, people were encouraged to upgrade them, spend money into the game. Bullit was bringing them money. Okay. Now, after a while, people upgrade them, and especially the more free-to-play players that aren't purchasing diamonds or gems to increase their upgrades from the trader when she offers those things. It takes them more time, and eventually they get there too. Now, the problem is, as players learn to use Bullit, he's no longer making money for Supercell, he's losing money. And I think this is why Energy Drink got nerfed. It's because, as you know, something that I certainly did a lot, and I think a lot of you guys did as well, we would go after, in fact, let's do it right now, we would go after NPC bases with just using Bullit. Now here's the problem. If you die, there's no reload time on troops, so you're not encouraged to get endless reserves, you're not encouraged to spend diamonds to reload troops. And I think that's really what killed the energy drink. I think there was too much value that players were getting by it, and Supercell was thinking that perhaps it could have been hurting their revenue. I think that's the best possibility. This one's going to hurt him a lot, but it's great. With all the damage he's taking right now, we're going to actually give a lot of that back. So, yeah, hit like this, I don't even care. Look at all the sniper towers. It's really going to hurt him. It's going to sit here and expand. And, you know, it's reasons like this, I think, that they did kind of nerf it. They just like too much value to players when they're doing things like this. Simple things. Unfortunately, what really stinks is that the combination that I like to run with Bullit's best, it's not simple. It's fun, and there's a lot to think about. There's a lot going on. And unfortunately, that style of gameplay is gone. Hey, we got a crystal though. That's awesome. Que sera, sera. What will be, you know? No sense in looking back, just looking forward there, really. You know, I'm super pumped, especially with the new tribals that are coming out. Those look really, really cool. Like, increase to Grenadier speed. I'm going to have so much fun with that. Yeah, the healer bonuses. Just, you guys know. Just watch the other YouTuber videos out there. So as we're doing an homage, we are going to fully boost. And I hope maybe I can make one more video with Bullit before the Nerf bat comes out and hits him in the face and knocks him off of the archipelago completely. But we're gonna have some fun with it right now. And that being said, guys, don't be down on the update. It's gonna be great. No changes always come. Just stinks that they're taking away the part of this game that I love the most. But hey, whatever. We'll find something new to love. Okay. So, fully boosted, guys. We're going to feature Bullit. That means we're going to be doing Bullit's best, and we're going to be doing Warriors, okay? Pre-classified bases on my map. I don't have a whole lot, because, hey, I try to keep my map clear. Anyway, where's our lowest guy? They're all kind of in the 100s, aren't they? There's an 80, 50. Okay, we'll start with this guy. He'll probably be a Warrior. He's a 58-0. Let's see what we got here. Man. Grapplers, stupid shield. Yeah, we'll just do Warriors on him. Okay. It's going to require some shocks, that's all. Well, we can get a value with the shock launcher and the grappler, so that's no good. We really just need to use 3 shocks. Should we take out the shield gen? Nah. We're just going to beat through the shield. Okay. So, here we go. Load up those warriors. And remember, we can always look back on these videos, too. When we miss these days, we'll be like, hey, well, let's watch these videos and remember how much fun we used to have. No, it'll be okay, guys. I certainly feel like it would have been great if they could have buffed some heroes, like Kavan in particular. I mean, it's all a matter of balancing, right? I do think that a game that's balanced, or close to balanced, you can never be perfectly balanced, is absolutely the best, and it encourages more, types of gameplay, more combos. It's very healthy for a game to be balanced. There's no doubt about it. This happens in every single good game that's out there. Again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it just seems like what they did was not really create balance. They just destroyed a character. But yeah, I was supposed to load warriors, right? Okay. But hopefully maybe they will be able to readjust Bullit too after they realize that they basically destroyed him. Hopefully they will do some things to try to make him more relevant in the game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is going to be relevant again, but the numbers really don't paint that picture at all. Okay, here we go. So, oh, and he's online. Of course he is. Of course. That's okay. Moving right along. Is there an 8 up here? Here we go. Okay, here's an 8836, guys. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, we could do warriors on this guy too. That's not a very big shield. It's only a shield gen 2. We can also get into the dead zone of the shock launcher. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do, which means we'll just need to flare up. We'll flare to the boom cannon. That'll put Bullit roughly around where his gold storage is, and then we'll flare to the HQ. And that'll put him directly in line of the dead zone with the shock launcher. Okay, I think we know what we're doing. Let's do it. Now, the only thing is we got to remember we've got these boosted rockets that are going to be there, they're going to be there on the drop. So we do want to drop under some smoke with some protection. Okay. Pretty standard. Here we go. So what we're going to do for the drop is drop everybody real fast. Critters up here. There's them up here. I'll go ahead and smoke this back a little bit. Just keep rockets be hurt. Okay, now we're flaring up to the boom cannon. Here we go. 1. 2 smokes. Good. A little bit of that. Okay, and to the HQ. Double smoke. Smoke. There it is. Look at that. Bullet's right where we want him to be. Dead on. Taunt is up. Let's throw some heals. Shock. And shock. That's up. Go ahead and taunt. Put another shock on the shock launcher. And just drop a whole bunch of artillery to the base and some 4-1. And just like that, guys, kaboom! Goes down to Town, courtesy of Warriors and Bullit with Taunt, with the 12 tile radius taunt that really is only effective to 9. And we get a crystal, look at that. Yeah, that's right, we're also running PSC this week too, with those tribals. What do we got here? PSC plus 50, that's awesome. Okay, is this guy back off? Is he offline yet? Yes, he is. Okay, this is the guy that had the grapplers. And with him, well, there is a dead zone we could get into, but it doesn't matter about that dead zone because we need to get the value shock. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm looking at the shock launcher. 6 o'clock at the HQ, but we could get in the dead zone, but it doesn't matter because we still have to shock that grappler. Oh, we're just going to go straight at it. Are there a lot of mines on the HQ? Eh, not so much. There's some on the way. We'll just drop a heal when they get there. We do have grapplers, so we do not want to get Bullit grappled on the drop. We will drop critters. And okay, to the HQ. And okay, maybe should have healed them up a little bit. Oh, that's really bad, guys. Retreat. That's pathetic. Wow. Okay, we're gonna clear some mines. I had no idea that it was gonna hurt that bad. Okay. So, you get some diamonds, Charlie. Congratulations. Good for you, sir. Bad on me for just not clearing out some of those darn mines. Mines are important. You can only eat so many. And I guess, well, their health isn't boosted in this tribal. It's just their damage. So, keep that in mind. Oh, we had someone new just pop up on the map. We'll take a look at them shortly. Okay. So, clear some mines or take a different path. let's just take a different path. We'll come in sideways. We'll come in 6 o'clock more or less. I think that'll be fine. Okay, let's go for it. And I'll go ahead and just drop a barrage on the HQ because I can. Oh, there's really only like one mine there, but it'll take out the shield. I guess we'll go up to, well, we'll go all the way up to that. I wasn't sure what. Okay, there we go. Get everybody up there. I know this is going to put Bullit in the dead zone, but we'll shock it anyway. To the HQ. I mean, we don't have to shock it. We'll shock it in the rocket. We'll shock the rocket launcher and the grappler down there. That's what we'll get. Okay. Shock, shock, shock. I should have maybe put some critters out, but it's okay. Just like that, kaboom! Charlie, TW, weird character stuff goes down to Meltdown, guys. Yes, that is correct. Okay, good old warrior fun. We're still going to have fun with warriors, guys. You know that. Going forward, we're just going to be using like Brick and Kavan probably, right? Brick with battle orders and Kavan with the ice shield. So warriors won't be dead. They're going to be just fine. There's no doubt about it. The only thing that really is dead is Bullit's best, and maybe just the whole using of E-Drink as a viable option for Bullit, which really stinks because at the high level of VP where I'm playing the game at, it was a really nice option to have in my tool belt, and that's gone. But, whatever. Whatever, guys. It's going to be just fine. Oh yeah, what are we looking at here? This is a 57-37. Okay, 57-37. Well, we'll call it 38, but no, we won't. We'll fix it. 37. There we go. Doesn't matter because we're going to kill it, right? Yeah, but how do we want to kill it? Shield is not very big. We could just warrior it again. Let's just warrior it and not think about it. We can get into the dead zone if we like, and we will. In order to do that, we will flare up with his flamethrower. That would put Bullit beneath the flamethrower, and then he'll run straight to the HQ, and he'll be right in the dead zone. To do that, I will, let's see, is the beach hot? No, not really. Okay, here we go. We got it. And of course he's online, right? Yeah, of course, and that was him. Okay, moving right along. We'll come back to this guy. I have a feeling we might switch up the Bullit's best. Anyway, I just kind of want to. But let's see what we're looking at here. 90-74. Well, this guy's just asking for warriors. Okay. Grappler 3 will just be in range of Bullit, of course, so that needs to be shocked. And then we'll really need to worry about shocks in the shock launchers. Shock Blaster hurts, guys, but it's not going to kill Bullit in the time that it's going to take us to get to HQ. So I'm only doing 3 shocks. Shock on Grappler 3 and on the 2 shock launchers. Getting to the HQ, there are a few boom mines on the way, and that will take out a few warriors. So we'll just come in on the line that doesn't really follow all the boom mines. There are some other mines here, and we'll just come in. Yeah, we'll come in from the boom cannon and then make our way to the headquarters. And we should be good. We should be good. I might even heal with the boom cannon. Just in case the hot pot comes out and pops us on the way, I want to make sure we have full health. The grappler will be in play when we're dropping our troops, and this rocket does make the beach hot. So we just need to be careful of both things as we drop the troops out. And, yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Here we go. Oh, of course, he's online. Everybody's online today. Popular day in Boom Beach. Okay. Are you back offline, sir? Nope, you're still online. Okay, let's switch up to Bullit's best, because I have a feeling anything in the hundreds will probably be wanting to use that combo anyway. Bullit's best, loaded up. We drink. And kaboom. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. What about this guy? Sport Lover 60. 101.89. Alright, Sport Lover. What do you got for us? Verifying the stats. 101.89 is correct. Okay, Bullit's best. Shock Blaster 3's got to go down. These 2 shocks in the front, they're going to be a little problematic at first. Hopefully we don't get chain shocked. Hopefully we get double shocked. If we get chain shocked, we're going to have to shock one of them in order for Bullit to be able to drink. That's really the only threat there. All of our GDE goes into the Shock Blaster 3. We'll actually have enough if we want probably GDE one of the Shock Blasters down, but I don't think we'll need to. I don't think we'll need to use it on that, so we'll just kind of hold it in reserve. We'll come in on the right-hand side, and that way we'll also over here. Let's go for it. You know where this base is going, guys. Pound Town. Let's go 3D. Yeah, I appreciate the Tim Crow's Nest gave me a couple weeks back about maybe build a barrage and start with artillery cheaper at the end. That's a really good idea, and I've been using it a lot more. I like sometimes having that cheap artillery because when you're building, it has a little bit of health, and you just need to kill it, but you don't want your troops to spend their time killing it. Boom, artillery. And the value is actually worth it. It might not be the most efficient use of GBE at the start, but in the end, the value you get from that cheaper artillery far outweighs it. Made sense to me, so that's why I started doing it. Okay. Put a clear on it. Try to minimize our losses as possible. Now, we do risk by coming on the red. We risk taking shots a lot more than I can see. Yeah, see, we were getting main shot. Coming on the center is less likely to happen. But his health is okay. And then a shot that shot down. So bold. It's going to hit one. Some critters out there to get that hot pot up and suck the hot pot. Tanks are a little bit further to the left side. Here comes the artillery. Did we get there in time? No, we still not. We'll pull it in time. Shock the one more time. Should be all of the tanks. And with 16, 24 points, both shots are down. Bullit is low on health, that's fine. Then at 35, it's just a matter of time. I'm going to let Bullit run. Don't really care. Actually, we'll save time. We'll definitely save time. So, here we go. Minute 20 remaining. All the troops are making their way. Bullit is about 25%. Okay, time to go. Let's get everybody back to the HQ. We're going to put down one smoke to get everybody alive. Notice that we don't flare too far away from it. To be honest, we got plenty of. Go ahead and take that. I like making flour. Make the flour, guys. Did I make it? Look at that. Kaboom! Just like that. Sport level 60 goes down to Pound Town. That is right. Okay. We're going to keep going until this map is clear. I don't want this boost to go away. OP, buddy. Just going to have to wait. Blast Furnace. Why am I doing this? It's NPC base. I'm sorry, guys. I just clicked on it. It's habit. Okay. Take this out. I'm just trying to clear the map. You know, I'm in clear map mode. So again, this is how we do it with Bullit and only Bullit. Now, of course, we're fully boosted, so it's like a double joke at this point. But, yeah. So, I think this is probably part of the reason they got it. It would have been nice if they could just somehow change to where, like, using it, like, there's a cooldown. Like, you can only use it once every 15 seconds or something like that. I think that would have been great. They don't want to stop it. Well, hey, that would have been a good idea, too, right? I'm not looking at all the numbers they have. You know, it's not very clear to us. But it doesn't change the way they've done. Supercell has always made great games, and I know that they'll continue to do that. So I have faith in their ability to entertain us, guys. They've done a great job of that in the past. Okay, here we go. 103.37. What are we looking at here? A little low on the damage count. We got 2 Shock Blaster 3s, which we know we'll want to take down. With the Shield Gen 3 on the left, I will probably want to drop the troops on the left. However, no we won't. We'll drop the troops on the right, and we'll clear out the bottom area. We're going to make our little triangle that I talked to you guys about. We'll clear out the bottom triangle. This thing's like one big square. Anyway, we'll clear out the bottom triangle, then we'll flare over to the left, and then we will approach the shield that way. It's going to take a lot of GPU to work on the Shock Blasters, so all of our GPU is going to be on that. And time will be of the essence because it's a corner base in the back, and it is pretty boosted at a 103.37. Verifying the stats, 103 is correct. And give me a cannon. Give me a cannon. Where the heck are your cannons? Right there. And 37 is correct. Let's get right into it. So because of the time factor, we're going to actually drop all the troops and then start GBEing. So we're just going to drop everybody on the right. T-Barrage. I might even a lot of third barrage on this one. Some artillery, 3 artillery, 4 bullets. That one, two, pretty good. Triangle, that's okay. And I'm going to put a shotgun. But we're moving through this pretty well, like butter. Otherwise, what's that? The bullet is there. There is only one place for oxygen. You know what that is, of course. We will happily have it. Okay, more critters out in front of us. Bullets just running around nowhere. I don't really care too much right now. Not force today. It doesn't really matter today, but it's okay. We got so much. Just skip over here now. Hurry up. And we've got 6 seconds. There we go. Another turn. Flower. Here you go. Just like that. Kaboom. It's kind of a lopsided flower. Straight to Pound Town you go, sir. 4 Grenadiers lost. Not too shabby. Okay, the damage is pretty low on that base, so we didn't get hurt too much. Okay. What about this dude? Back offline yet? Okay, I think we were going to do warriors, but hey, we got bullets best. I don't care. We're going to kill you anyway. Any way that we can. Alright, there's a weak little shock blaster up front. We're going to leave him up and take down the shock launchers instead, and we'll just naturally take out the shock blaster. 1 barrage for each of these guys, and then probably 2 artillery. Let's see where it's the left one, not the right. Okay, right one's down. 132 PvP. We have tons going into this. We will just do a drop on the right. Let's get going. Okay. Well, bullet was kind of those first shots. They'll throw some critters in the shots in here. Critters and shot guys. You don't have a lot of critters on shot. Okay, now we go. Okay. Doing a whip, but we're going to keep it on. Important for it. Okay. Yeah. Oh always hate that. Oh, that's the shot. Yes, it is. I do want to keep that. Don't trust it at all. The real player is going to be everybody. That's 6 o'clock. Boom cannon. Boom cannon. Yep, we'll put a shot. Put a heal on friends. A couple of artillery, doesn't it? Start the towers down. Get Bullit. You know where we're going, guys. You know where we're going. Kaboom! We're sending Asian character players, call it Chinese, down to Pound Town. Courtesy of Shift to Bobber 1, brought to you by Bullet's Best. You guys know it. Kaboom, guys. Taking them out, cleaning their clocks. Okay, what are we doing now? We got this dude. Oh yeah, you were online before. 9074, still online. Okay, I think we have an A level. Where's our A level? Here we go. 11074. Let's take a look at what Jack has for us here. Ooh, things are very close together. We like that because Grans get a lot of value. Verify those stats. 11074 is correct. Now this is interesting though. Because we have two things we don't like. There's a Grappler 2, thank goodness it's not a 3. You've got a Grappler 2 and a Shock Blaster 3. The Grappler 2 still has a tremendous amount of health. It has just as much as the Shock Blaster 3. We can get a value shot between the Shock Blaster 3 and either one of these shock launchers if we want, which makes me really want to just take out one Grappler and one Shock. But let's just start off with the Grappler and see where that gets us. But I think one Grappler and one Shock is the way to go. And I think, as always, we'll just drop our troops on the right. So with one Grappler and one Shock, we'll take out the Shock Launcher on the left, and then we'll get our value shot with the Shock Blaster 3 and the Shock Launcher on the right. And we will naturally, hopefully, take out the Shock Blaster 3 before we run out of GVE. And it takes out us. Let's get right into it, guys. I think that's the plan. So we'll do, what am I going to do? 3 barrage and probably 2 artillery? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Put up against it. Put up barrage. 1 artillery on that Grappler 2. 2 artillery. 1, 2, probably 3 artillery. 4 Shock Blaster. Shock Launcher. I wouldn't use those. Make it 4. Okay, here we go. We got our targets down, 69 GBE remaining, dropping Bullet kind of in the center, and everybody else is clear that on the left. Putting clear on the left. Because the Grand won't get it. But, go ahead and shot. Oh, that's what we got. Except before you're off a couple of Oh, he died. Darn it. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. Just missed it by half a second. Really, the problem was I just didn't get the value shot the first time, and I wanted Bullet to drink while the shock launcher was shocked. So I was waiting for the cycle of shocks, which let him go a little bit too low on health. I was doing that because I wanted to maximize the damage that he did while he was drinking. I didn't want to take a drink and have him shocked. Okay, that's what happened. So really, the fail can all be traced to not getting the value shot. The good news is we know how much barrage and artillery these things take. 1, 2, 3. 1 barrage. And just like that, start 66. Here we go. Bullet center. Right, so that grappler needs to go down. And I assumed it was down. Bullet got grappled. We were really quick to hit the retreat button, and no troops were lost. Oops. Okay, let's try that again. This time with no grappling. Okay. 3 barrage. 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, that's enough. We'll check this time. 1 barrage. 1, 2, 3 artillery. No, there's not enough grapple. Take that down. Take the shotgun. Always good to start off with a little bit less GVE. Probably needs to be absolutely what we're doing. I'll even drop another smoke on our crew. But we need to collect, we can get 24 GD. I think we can do it with 27 GD. Time is not the issue, we just gotta keep going alive. We got 7 healers. Come on, just come on, structures. There, boom, drain. Okay. One's alive. One's alive, guys. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. What is this? Oh, no, that actually took skill. It took skill in mind. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that a lot. Okay. Let's get everybody to the shield channel. Start working on that. 48 seconds remaining. The only issue is do we have enough DPS, but I absolutely think we're going to do it. That shouldn't be a problem. But it is what is it, 110 or something like that? I think that's that mortar is a little bit of work for a healer. I don't really like that. So everybody towards the HQ. Maybe should have farmed a little bit of DDE, but that's okay. We got enough for a drink. So, minute 20 remaining. Yeah, we know what's happening. We know how this story ends, guys. Around the downtown. Now roll. Wait for it to get a little bit lower before we take that drink. Take that drink. No GD for a heal, but just like that, kaboom! Jack goes down to Pound Town. Yes, yes he does. Okay, that one took a couple of attempts, but really it was just me being dumb. Really, it all got down to one little mistake. Well, two, I guess, by not seeing the grappler was still alive on the second attempt, and by not getting my value shock on that first attempt. So, this is another guy. Another victim. Another victim. This is good. More content for you guys, huh? Oh, we see some ice. That's not a 22. Here we go. That is a 114.72. It's A level, which is good. We did an A level. 114-72. Okay. So what do we see here? Well, we see things we don't like, which would be the grappler and the shock blaster. It's gonna be tricky. Honestly, something like this really makes me think RZCM. Yeah, this is gonna be RZCM, and we're gonna probably do. How do we want to do it? Like sort of smoky RZCM. This is kind of funny. Okay, what I'm thinking is I want to take out this rocket launcher right here, and I want to get our troops on the left side, and I want our troops to be able to take out the Shock Blaster 3 and these rockets naturally. So I'm actually just going to smoke them up to somewhere like around here, around the vault, sniper tower, residence area, and then we'll just take it from there. I think that's good. Honestly, no, well, I still want to smoke because this guy's way up here. Actually, no, I will stick with that. That's what I want to do. I could try to take out two rockets and just come up from the beach, but that shock blaster is still going to be a problem kind of behind the HQ. So I need to make sure our angle puts us in line to naturally take out that shock blaster 3 and not have it naturally take out us. Do I want to use Critter Swarm or UR? Let's take a look at UR. I'm not sure. I might switch back to Critter Storm. I want to see if there's a good UR I can do off the bat. Yeah, there is. I can UR the shock launcher. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright, here we go. Okay. One barrage, probably 3 artillery. Let's start with 2. Yeah, 3. Man, we could really afford to do this. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get rid of this rocket launcher. One barrage. Let's just do 2 barrage. Hopefully 1 artillery. It's 2 if I'm going to do that. Okay. There we go. Right. You know, there's no sense in smoking. Let's just drop everybody on the left and go. But then I can't do the hack thing. Okay, fine, we'll hack. Here we go. Dropping troops. Get some critters up there. We'll work that sniper tower again. Smoke. Try to let them keep a little in the front. We'll smoke. Where? Here. Hat. Shock launcher. Here. Hat. We got mortared. Oh, that was bad. Run away. See if we can save it. If we can save one troop, that's still saving gold. Okay. Might have to edit that one. Let's try again. It was starting so good. It had to be that mortar. We'll shock the mortar. Okay. Going right at it. We got tons of gold though, guys, so it's okay. Alright, let's try this again. One barrage, two artillery. I think, oh man, I think this time it's better off if we don't do that kind of tricky launch. In fact, I probably should have taken critters for him. Whatever, let's just drop everybody in the middle and let's go. No, let's drop them on the left and let's go. That'll at least give us an angle. Yeah. Critters, riflemen, Sparky, everybody else. Go ahead and shot the Just like that, guys. This one's going down. Here we go. We got tons of critters on the HQ. We don't have a lot of troops left, but that's okay. Because we really don't. So we got it. Drop some more critters on. And just like that, kaboom! Asian character player goes down Pound Town, courtesy of RZCM with the Universal Vote. Yes, sir. That was a fun one. Yeah, the first attack was bad. It's I'll watch it in the replay, but I can almost guarantee it was the mortar that was absolutely destroying us. Okay. Is there anything left? Anything left for you guys? Oh, this guy. What were we doing here? We need to get Bullit back into this, don't we? Because we're going to feature Bullit anyway. Yeah. I mean, again, sometimes, you know, you use one combination over another just because some are better than others, depending on the base layout, alright? Let's get Bullit's best back. Load up the energy drink. Alright. There we go. Yeah, are you online? Of course you're online. Okay, well I guess I'll have to kill this guy in my own time, because that's everybody else. How are we doing on... Maybe we got enough for an op hit? I don't know. I don't want to do Tinderbox. We keep killing it. We really need to get up to Foxtrot again. Where are we? Foxtrot 341. Aha! We do have enough. Let's start up the operation. Okay, we're going to do an op hit for you guys. Okay, just taking a look at all the numbers. Let's take a look at Conveyor. It has the most task force points. Okay, yeah, looks pretty painful. Pretty painful. So if we go on the left, sniper towers and boom cannons, they're going to hurt after a while on Bullit, and these rockets will also be pelting them quite a bit if we go left. And there's not a lot of free GDE. This laser will also overtax our healers and cause them to heal a lot, which will give Bullit even less healing. So if we go left, I have a feeling that we will actually not have enough GDE to clear everything and to clear Sniper Core. Because it's just going to take too much to keep Bullit alive, even if we mitigate damage by good use of shocks, especially on those sniper towers. Hopefully you remember the tech video I did about the relative damage that each one of these buildings does to Bullit. One of the points to that as well that I didn't really make was the fact that cannons and boom cannons are capped and they don't really do any more damage to Bullit as damage levels increase. This consequently means something else. This means that lower level cannons, like a level 20, will do the same amount of damage as a level 22 boom cannon. So don't think that because this is a level 20 cannon, it's any less of a threat to Bullit than a level 22. It's the same threat. Anyway, that being said, I think the way to go is the right. There's enough free GBE on the right that we can farm that up and be able to, heal ourselves. These rockets will be a little bit pesky. Now, these damage amp, boom cannon, and cannon won't do anything extra to Bullit like we talked about because they're already capped. So what I'm thinking is, I just need to be careful not to stay in the range of these rocket launchers too long, but I think we're going to leave them up. I think the idea is to kind of clear out junk back here on the right and kind of work our way around the back up here and maybe start taking out the HQ from about 12 o'clock position, or at least clear a path to that. So because of that, that means that these rockets need to go down with GBE. Otherwise, they'll just be doing a lot of damage to us for the whole duration of the fight. So our BART job will go into this cluster of 4 rockets. We will drop Bullit on the right, and we just need to kind of stay out of the range of these rockets, which more or less begins where those 2 boom cannons are, right here. Other than that, what else can I say? Is there free GBE? Not really, because we got these machine guns. If I threw a perfect thing of critters, and some critters land right between the machine guns, they won't get taken out. But we won't worry about that. They will get taken out by these rockets anyway. No, they won't. Okay. Let's get into it. The health on these rockets, again, is it's quite a bit. It's a little over 60k, so we'll dump in, I don't know, 4 barrage and 2 or 3 artillery and see where that gets us. Okay, here we go. Are tanks appropriate for this, or should I bring Grens? And is 1 boat of healers appropriate, or should I bring 2? That's the only other questions to ask here. The tanks, I'm not so sure I need them so much. There's not a lot of secondary damage like sniper towers and cannons that I'm too worried about. Boom cannons, tanks just aren't going to hold up very well with anyway. Then the only other issue is incoming damage. For the most part, incoming damage should be relatively low. So we're going to go 1 boat of healers, which means we're going to pick up 2 more boats of Grens. So let's go change this to Gren, and change this to Gren. So we're actually doing 7-1 Gren med. That's not Gren, that's a Johnson. There's a Gren. Okay, so it's going to be a 7-1 Gren med on conveyor. Now, I've explained that thought process to let you know how I evaluate these things and what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about. Okay, so here we go. Let's get it on. Alright, we're going to drop the troops and then start working on the BARTs. Time is going to be of the essence. Bullit kind of over here to the left. Rockets are down. Rockets are down. Don't want to take over. Turn that. That's it. We're already down 2 healers. We've already lost 40% of them. So we got to keep that in mind. But again, the actual damage that we receive is pretty low. Okay, looks like we lost another Dragon getting picked up on it. That's okay. 12 seconds. It's taking a while. But I'm just not so sure it's okay, now the finally. not taking out my healers. I just want to make sure it keeps going. Okay. Minute 20 remaining. It's definitely taking some time. Well, shot. Let's go. Alright, that will work in the way. Let's go ahead and take it. Healing is up to yeah, it just, these things have a lot of health, so it takes time. So, fully boosted. It's fully up, that's good. So, 30 seconds. Drink. Yeah, this is going to be it. Pretty good clear. We opened up quite a bit, and it'll be pretty easy for the next guy to come in. So pretty happy with that. Not too bad. 2 healers, 7 Grens. We didn't even really need those 2 healers that died, so that was okay. There we go. And one more time, is this guy online still? Of course he is. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap up the video. Yeah, so anyway, super pumped. Guys, this update is right around the corner. It's going to be fun, even though we're Bullit's getting nerfed to oblivion. There's a lot of other cool things coming with the prototype defenses and everything. You know, all those sneak peek videos are already out there, so I'm sure you've checked them out. Super pumped. As always, guys, I hope you have a super fantastic, awesome day. And remember, this is a special shout out too to Leo Coach. Remember, be kind to others, because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Have a great day.